Hi everybody, my name is Mike, and in this video I'm going to go over the 10 things that have helped me through this recovery process. I've been going through peroneal tendonitis. I always ran throughout my life with basketball, but in the past, and especially the last 3 years when I was living in New York City, running became my life. And one of the feats of running is that marathon. I ran that marathon, but I was not trained for it. I paid the price. My friend, he told me a great line which was true to me. He said, health over ego. And at that time, my ego got to me. I knew I should have, my body wasn't ready for it. And I kept pushing. I thought, you know what, pain, I'll get through it. And now I'm over here, 8 months later, still not able to run. Now, it's not a pity party because I've learned a great deal from this. And I know that from this day, as I film this, June 30th, this marks eight months. Every day, we get stronger. We have to learn from it. So here are 10 things that have gotten me through it, and hopefully some of them resonate and they could help you out if you're on a journey too of recovery. The first one, recovery over the I word, the INJURY word. I don't even want to mention it. So at first it happened and I was mentioning that word. Now I'm solely focused on it being a recovery process, me getting stronger, learning, just trying to take the positive out of it. I think that's a big key in this, and a whole big mindset shift that will get you on the right track. It's got me on the right track. Even if I think things aren't going well, just talking about it more as recovery, I almost forget that it is that. They may rhyme, but there's nothing similar. Recovery. The second one, find joy. So there's a little setback. We're in the process of getting better. Now let's find joy in it. How do we find joy? Doing things we like. Being in nature when we're working out, when we're rehabbing. Find it, or being in a certain town, city, place with friends. Just find a way to enjoy it. You can do it while watching your favorite show, listening to your favorite podcasts, music. Find something to complement that work. I don't know too many people that enjoy that rehab process, but we enjoy reading or watching a TV show or a game. So all of a sudden, we don't want to just split it up into it being one act of rehab. It's more of a, okay, I'm going to do something fun and I'll do some rehab while in the same time. You can even make it productive. Make it double the points. You're getting stronger and you're working or studying. Now all of a sudden there's way more purpose behind it, and it gets your mind off of the tedious work. So that's number 2, find joy in it. Number 3, for helping me with the recovery process, was seeking help. This is one of my problems, is the health over ego. I think I know what I'm doing, and as my life has gone on, and from a basketball career then to running, I'm quicker to seek help. And I admit I'm not the fastest to, all right, let me get this checked out. Let me get it x-rayed, MRI, see a doctor. I do play doctor a bit, but I play doctor way less than in the past, and every time that I actually look to seek help, I'm like, man, I should have done that sooner. So that, the same way how I was able to see a family PT friend a couple weeks ago, and she just broke my body down and taught me how to walk up and down stairs properly. I wasn't doing that properly, and so many little things of how I was standing. Oh, look at that. I don't know what that is. I won't harm it. Right back at it. So I've learned about body alignment and positioning, but sometimes it does take an outside eye to really see, like, no, this is wrong, or try this. So there's so much value, and by hearing from other people, you learn more about yourself too. So being quick to seek help, not once, not twice, forever. Seek help, and that's helped me with this recovery process. Try to seek help faster within yourself and within others. The fourth thing helping me with recovery is sharing and opening up to others. We want to be strong in front of others. True, there's no doubt about that. Now, being in this recovery process, you're being strong. When you share and open up to others, when I shared and opened up to others about that, I'm dealing with this, like, no, this is actually a problem, all of a sudden, that built accountability. That built, it was less about sympathy. I'm building a team that is trying to help me. Maybe they come across an article or something that they think they can help, or they know of someone. Sometimes you don't want to rely on others, but opening up it has that rubber duck effect where you're bouncing what you're going through. All of a sudden, the energy that someone else gives, think about how when someone else opens up to you or deals with an issue that they're dealing with, in a, hey, like, come on our shoulder, like, in for the ride, and there's no shame in that. When we're helping someone else, do we look at that person as if, oh, they should be ashamed? No. So, share, open up. This recovery process will get easier. Actually, I take that back. It's always going to be hard work, but that's what makes it worth it. Number 5, working on other fitness goals. All of a sudden, I was big into running. This time right now, this morning time would usually be a running time. So that has been eliminated for the past 8 months. What I did is find other goals to work on, whether that be a skill like a handstand, whether that be mobility, strength, try to work on my hip flexion and be a little bit more flexible in the posterior chain, whatever it may be. Yes, one part of my body is in recovery, so it's getting stronger, but why not really work and hone in on skills during that time that I would be running? Now all of a sudden we also bring attention, and now we have purpose to getting better in a different way, because sometimes one of the biggest flaws, at least in my case, is honing in too much on one aspect, on running, on diving, dunking, who knows, right? Swimming. And all of a sudden, we become that amazing swimmer. But we forget how to do other things. And maybe not forget, but not be as good as we should be. So this helps us become a more rounded person. Now, all of a sudden, here's our chance to work on that other skill, bring awareness to another skill that we can add on to our repertoire. And when we do come back and we're complete with the recovery process, we got way more tricks in our bag. That's fulfillment. Number 6, focusing on nutrition. My goodness. Okay, so I'm not running as much, not sweating as much, but excuses aside, we have to stay in shape. I read a great book by Darren O'Lyon, I hope I'm saying his name right, Super Life, and great show on Netflix. It's slipping my mind right now. That really opened up my eyes to food and our body and how we are what we eat. Literally. Sometimes we rely a little bit too much on the hustle to have our body be right. And at least I'm speaking from my experience. And now I've realized how big nutrition is. It becomes, at first it becomes a bit of a workout, finding the right groceries, spending more time on preparing. But like anything, it becomes a habit, and then it becomes value, and all of a sudden it's part of your life. And it did not make my life worse. It is making my life better, and it's something that will continue to make my life better. Finding these things like nutrition, finding more and more skills, it only enhances one's life. So that's how we enhance the recovery process. Number 7, picking up skills outside of athletics. Playing a guitar or coding, digital art, writing, making a YouTube video. I mean, hey, we have extra time on our... Time is actually a whole nother concept that I've learned about, and I mean, I believe we make time. Also, when you're picking up skills outside of athleticism, just like if you practiced lacrosse or whatever it be, polo, you didn't start by jumping on that horse. I've never played polo, saw a match recently, but I can bet that it started with learning about the horse, learning about how to ride, feeling out the stick at first. And these are day by day increments, not I'm gonna spend a week on this, increments. So it can be overwhelming to make a YouTube video. There's a lot that goes into it, a lot that I don't even know yet, but it starts with coming to a picnic table and turning on a phone and giving it a try. So any skill outside of athleticism, give it a try. If there's anything that this video does give you, I hope it gives you that motivation to give it a try. You're dealing with that recovery and you're giving things a try. That's big. Number 8, realization. This one was big. I don't remember the exact date. It might have been June 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. I'm sorry, January 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. It was in the beginning of the year, and I remember it. I woke up in the morning and my ankle, foot hurt still. This was 2 months now, and I was just like, dude. And then I launched the platform Sweat and Ven. I really wanted to transition into fitness, start doing group fitness classes, personal training, and I was working up stuff like that to bring it out, and my ankle hurt. I was like, dude, you might not be able to run for the rest of the year. Forget about this month, maybe a month and a half. You might the rest of the year. What are we gonna do? I might not be able to run the rest of the year. What are we gonna do? Okay, what can I learn? What can I do? Let's just say, Mike, you're not running for the rest of the year. So what are we gonna do now? Let's learn some Pilates. Let's learn how to stretch. Let's learn about some mobility with stick mobility. Let's learn some skills outside of athleticism. We all want to help others, so let's learn a different way to serve. And it starts with realization. And I think it could be quite promising when all of a sudden you say, man, when you take on that realization, like, this might not be all great right now. And then now, there's a big key on top of that. This may not all be great. Plus, you have to then, what am I gonna do about it? And then all of a sudden, you have a blueprint, right? We know what it's like when success, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna run fast, I'm da-da-da. But what if I work out and I don't end up running fast? What are you gonna do then, Mike? And if I can right now think for 5 minutes, like, okay, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna keep positive, I'm gonna do it, maybe I'll do some cross training. All of a sudden, you're putting in work, and you will be ready for that time. If you do come out of crossroads that is not what you expected, or all of a sudden, think about a crossroads that you came across that you put in the plan, boom, now you're working. Realization. Number 9, gratitude. This has been, I've heard of this before, and I'm sure we've all heard of this, showing gratitude. And Gary Vaynerchuk will implement that into your mind, and he's been huge for me in my transition into fitness and health, and from work, and also through this injury, and just life, business, humanity. When I started taking it to practice, like seriously taking it to practice, writing down 10 things I'm grateful for, it's been huge. Those times when we are so down, when I was so down, and why? And then those were why not? And those thoughts would keep building. The things, there's only been one thing that's grounded me. And that's when I all of a sudden thought about the things that I am thankful for. That I have a phone that I can record, internet that I can post something, you guys that I can possibly interact with, a backpack that I can carry workout stuff in, and my laptop that I can write on, have ideas on, brainstorm on. A beautiful day, right? A picnic table to, hey, have maybe food on, grateful. All of a sudden, you almost forget what this video is about. So, gratitude, huge. And number 10 in dealing with the recovery process is showing up. Showing up every day, because that's all we have, right? It's not the best of circumstances. Is it the worst of circumstances? Who knows? Probably not. Maybe it is. What does that matter? Showing up, no matter what, whether it's with the rehab, with the studying, with the gratitude, with the learning a new skill, with the realization, with the work, just showing up, with the fun. We have to show up with the enjoyment too. Like hey, let's try the rehab in a park that we haven't been to yet. I've been wanting to go there. We're gonna do a great work of rehab, and we're gonna reward ourselves with some ice cream. If there's any healthy ice cream out there that you guys love, I've found some great ice cream at a local spot, Tranquility Farms. Share your favorite ice cream tips too. enhance this process, but like show up. No matter, the past is the past, the future is the future. The way both of those are enriched are if we show up today. So I'm glad, hey, I'm super appreciative and thankful that you guys showed up and tuned in for this video. If there's any questions, anything I can help with, I'm open. I feel free, leave a comment, anything, and I would love to respond, chat it up with you guys. If this video has helped you in any way, please give it a like, share it, please subscribe, and I'll be looking to put out more content like this through my journey, through what I've been able to pick up in fitness or with mindset. And hey, let's have a great rest of the day. Thank you, and take care. And I just looked at my laptop. Embrace it. Show up and embrace it. It's our life. Here we go. Take care, guys. Have a great day.